I want to ask you a question. Where are you still waiting to be saved? Are you still waiting for that next client? Are you still waiting for that next level idea? That next level course, that next level mentorship, that next level magic wand that's going to take you to the top? That is your princess energy. Waiting. Where in your life are you waiting, and what are you waiting for? Here's my story. After 20 years of marriage, the time had come to make a decision I had wrestled with for years, a decision where there were no winners, a harrowing decision. No winners, I thought. I was scared. I was really scared. The chatter in my head was getting louder and louder. It was incessant. Stay or go, stay or go, stay or go. A hostage to my habit of indecision, the waiting energy. I was a princess in a tower of my own making, waiting for an answer, waiting for a solution. The problem was I was living a lie. I was playing someone else's version of me, someone else's version of my life. I was playing the 9 to 5 stay at home princess so that I could be safe. I had found my prince. My prince brought home the money. I was a stay at home princess, asking permission for every move, looking for safety, hiding my creativity for 20 years. He was a good man, still is a good father, a good provider, but not good for me. He took care of me. That's what princes do. I was a princess trapped by her own fears. You see, my fear of loneliness, my fear of financial insecurity was so embedded that it held me stuck in a cycle. Arguments, repair, hostility, repair, escalation, breakdown, breakdown, breakdown. I was stuck in my beautiful North London tower, a hostage to my fears. It was eating away at my identity. I was in a role I had chosen, hostage to a dynamic that was slowly but surely killing my joy. You can love someone for the wrong reasons. It's called dependency. A voluntary hostage, an elective hostage, a princess waiting to be saved. If that's you, I see you. You see, my brain was on this crazy loop. If I left, how was I going to survive? How was I going to make it? How was I going to pay my bills? I'd been out of the workforce for 20 years. Princesses don't work. They wait. They wait. I was terrified, a hostage to my fears. And the worst fear? Alone, abandoned, waiting. So I tried to pretend we could work it out. To pretend to myself, I tried to avoid the decision. The longer I waited, the worse it became. Waiting. Then, January 2014, I set myself a 3 month target, decision day. And when I woke up on that decision day, April 26th at 6:30 a.m., still confused, I began to meditate. As I meditated, I listened to my heart. I listened to my soul. The voice in my head was loud and clear. You have to stand alone. You have to stand alone. This princess was longing to grow. After years of agonizing, years of trying to work it out, years of being taken care of, I woke up. I got real with myself. My marriage wasn't working and hadn't been for years. Time to stop pretending. Time to stop lying to myself. Time to break it to my husband. To break his heart and my own. Worst of all, we had to tell the kids, even though it would turn their world upside down, even though it would turn their lives upside down. I was blowing our little family apart. 20 years. I'll never forget their faces on that day, the worst day of my life. Even so, I made the decision. I broke the chains. I climbed down from that North London tower. I moved out, scared, lonely, devastated. And one day, soon after, while letting my life ebb away on Facebook, looking for answers, waiting, I spotted an old friend, and she looked like she was living the dream. So I reached out to her, and she shared her amazing transformation. I doubted her. I doubted that transformation was possible, but most of all, I doubted myself, and I shut it down. I was still waiting for someone to save me, as if money or luck or love were just going to make everything okay. And then she dropped a truth bomb. Your life will grow as big as your mindset. She planted a seed. Your life will grow as big as your mindset. Your life will grow as big as your mindset. The seed of a turning point, like I'm planting this seed today. Still, I waited. I procrastinated. That will never work, I thought. So I did nothing. Much better to find another prince. So I waited, and nothing happened. A hostage to procrastination. The procrastination princess. I'm sure some of you recognize her. Scared, lonely, angry. The more I waited, the worse I felt, until one day I asked myself a different question. What if transformation was possible? What if it did work for me? If she could do it, so could I. What if I could create a new life, an incredible life? What would that be like? The biggest risk? What if I did nothing? And nothing changed. I decided I would dive in, follow my gut, trust my gut, make the decision. If you learn to trust your intuition, which is always there, be quick about it. Don't overthink it. Trust your gut. Trust your inner magician. Don't wait to be saved. Make magic. Don't be a princess. Summon your magician. Just decide. Decide like a queen. Life is short. How much of it do you want to waste? Meanwhile, my head kept saying, you're too old. You've missed the boat. You've wasted your life. No one's interested in you. No one will take you seriously. No one cares. A loop in my head. You're too old. It's too late for you. Oh boy. An old useless princess. No one wants an old useless princess, but I worked at my mindset daily. I worked on my personal development daily. I worked on my spiritual growth daily. I decided to trust the process, trust myself, keep going. I decided no longer the princess waiting to be saved. No longer the princess waiting for a man, a bag of gold, a savior. I learned to trust the process even when it didn't seem to be working. I kept going. The deeper I went, the more I got used to the discomfort of real growth, the more my true self emerged. The sovereign, the queen. At first it was daunting. At times I was faking it. Oh, I remember telling my friends my marriage was over. I remember the embarrassment, the humiliation. I remember feeling like a failure, a hostage to shame, the shame of so-called failure, a hostage to people's opinions. What would they think of me? But I did it anyway. And something incredible happened. As soon as I opened up to my truth, feel the shame and do it anyway. As soon as I inched my way out of my comfort zone, I started to feel great. I felt myself growing stronger, more daring, more alive. In those moments, I began to see the light through a crack in the door. My light, my potential. I grasped something super valuable, that the self I had identified with, the victim, the hostage, the princess waiting to be saved, was a story. Nothing more than a story on repeat. That by overcoming even the tiniest fear, that by taking one tiny step in the right direction, I could completely transform. I caught the vision of who I truly am, the ruler of all I survey, the queen. I decided to own my pain. I decided to own my path, and I began to own my life again. As my mindset grew, so did my life. It was great. Suddenly, out of the blue, impact. There's a saying, prepare for impact, but we seldom do. We can't imagine what's around the corner. It's called complacency. So I go on holidays to see my mom. First day there, bam, she falls. This beautiful, courageous, strong, healthy 94-year-old woman. A chair disintegrates underneath her right before my eyes. I watch in horror. In that moment, she loses her memory. What day of the week is it? We ask. Who's the president? We ask. I don't like him, she replies. Where am I? She's taken to hospital. I'm calm. Calm as a lake. I'm in charge. The sovereign. Totally in charge. The person you love most in this world. A brain bleed. A stroke. The person who's loved you all your life, the person who has always been there for you, brain bleeding, memory loss. Nothing prepares you for this. Prepare for impact, we say, but we can't. You never know what's going to happen in these precious life moments. But the life preparation, 5 years preparing for that moment, I was ready. Strong, calm, resilient. When I wanted to collapse, I decided to stand up. The Queen. All of this was my training ground for the total transformation of my life, rewriting my own story. I would never have been here today living my glorious life. I'm ready, strong, calm, resilient, 67 years old, with a ton of life experience. Experience which has served me and made me ready to serve. As a queen, no longer a princess, and my life is flying. All because of a decision. I decided to follow my heart. I decided to follow my gut. I decided to follow my truth. I decided to get great support. I decided on me. I became supreme ruler of my own life. I'm a queen, no longer a princess. A queen of service. A queen of life, princess no more. Don't let your fear stop you from making the decision you need to take. The quicker you make those decisions, the better your life will be. Take all those life experiences and turn them into pure gold. It's alchemy. I've had people help me along the way, and I get to pay it forward. I take my gold and share it widely, and I can honestly say I love my life. Love it with every fiber of my being. I'm not saying you need to do this alone, and I'm not saying you don't need allies. You can't do this alone, guys. You can't. That's why we're all here for each other. But you can't just wait either. You can't just wait for that prince to come along and kiss you out of your slumber. I waited 10 years too long to make that decision. Don't ever wait that long. It's time to make some great decisions, some new decisions in your life. Make sure you make them quick. Decide to trust your gut. Decide to trust yourself. Decide to live your best life. Decide to step into your fullest, most magnificent, sovereign self. Decide to be great because you are. But the work is not yet done. When I look at my life today, I see someone completely different, someone who shows up authentically, someone who knows who she is. But I can't help but wonder, where am I still waiting to be saved? Am I still waiting for that client? Am I still waiting for that next level idea, that next level course, that next level mentorship, that next level magic wand that's going to take this princess to the top? And I have to ask, is that you? Where are you waiting to be saved? Are you still waiting for that client? Are you still waiting for that next level idea, that next level course, that next level mentorship, that next level magic wand that's going to take the princess to the top? No matter how independent we all claim to be as fempreneurs, I think there's still a little bit of princess inside, and here is her narrative. If only, fill in the blank. If only I had that client, that course, that coach, that mentor, fill in the blank, that money, that man, that house, that. That thing you want over there is not the truth. The truth is right here within your imagination. That's the power source. Your heart. Your business will grow as big as your mindset. Your relationship, your business will grow as big as your imagination. Your waiting energy will not help you. Now, let's not get confused. Waiting is a world away from faith. Waiting says, please help. Faith says, it's coming. It's using that feeling of your imagination. That's the magic that will create the very thing that you want. Not letting your current sense data confuse you. It's a knowing. In truth, you are a magician. We all are. Close your eyes and see yourself as the magician. See yourself in all your magic. A magician creating things seemingly out of nowhere. A magician knowing there's magic everywhere. A magician, playful. A magician with a magic wand. Or a fairy queen taking base metal and turning it into gold, alchemizing. Find that magician in you. And when you find that magician, you will transform into the queen you were always meant to be. In truth, you're also a queen. No more princess, no more waiting. A queen stepping up to claim her birthright, a life of love and abundance. Thank you so much.